All right, so the flow for today is going to take us toward Ekapada Koundinyasana 2, or I will refer to this as the hurdler's balance, just because it's easier to say. But basically, this is going to be a lot of opening to the hips. Definitely get into the inner thighs, the hamstrings quite a bit as well. Be ready for that. And two demonstrations before we start. One is the hurdler's pose itself. So how we're going to enter into this, basically, is going to be the end of each sequence. We're going to come into this almost all fours position and work yourself into the setup as much as you can, even if you don't think you're going to balance the pose completely. You don't have to lift both feet up off the floor. But what's going to happen is you're going to come down into this position where you've got both hands down, one knee on the floor, and one foot forward behind the wrist on the same side. Now, to come into this shape, it's going to take some shifting around, and this really depends on how long your arms are in relation to your torso. So be ready to move around and make this work. But from here, you're going to lift the heel of that front leg, keep it lifted, keep the knee high outside the arm, and then when you bend your elbows, think chaturanga. You're going to pull your shoulders forward, draw the elbows underneath you into your ribs, elbows toward each other, keep everything pulling in, and then you got to shift away from the front leg. So I'm going to bring my ribs on top of my right arm, left leg on the left arm, and I'm going to lift my left foot. You got to lift that front foot or you're not going anywhere. Now, from here, the tendency is just be like, okay, I'm on my arms, the head comes down, and then people just kind of flop back and forth like a fish. You're never going to balance it like this, and you're never going to go anywhere. You got to engage the back line of your body, which means you're going to look forward. Pull your chest forward and lean. You got to use the glutes to lift that back leg. Your face will be pretty close to the floor, but you want to stay engaged, pulling your chest forward the whole time. Now, you can balance this with one knee bent. If you want to extend the second leg, go ahead, bring it out to the side, maybe further forward if you're more open than I am. People do call this the flying splits, and it is possible to turn that into a horizontal split. So work it as best you can and see how far you want to go with this. You'll be very much prepped before you get to that point, so just work that as best you can, and just keep that in mind. Now, that's at the end of the flow from here. Now, at the beginning, I've got one other demonstration here. We're going to take this into a series of hops, and this isn't anything too difficult. So what's going to happen is you're going to have one leg up high, and you're going to go back and forth, and eventually you're going to pull your knee in toward your chest, set your foot down behind your hands. The second foot comes down next to the first. And it's just setting this up to hop and clap the feet. Now, to do this, palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, keep your arms straight and keep your shoulders at rest. The arms stay vertical the whole time. And then I just want you to hop, clap your feet 3 times. This doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just press down. You don't have to even lift it up that high. Just push to the floor, hop, clap your feet, and try to land it light, and just do it 3 times. If you want to take it toward inversion, you can bring your hips over your shoulders, but same thing, hop, clap your feet, and land as light as you can. And if you're on a wood floor, you should be making almost no noise when you come down. Take the weight in your hands, press your palms into the floor, keep your arms straight, and really that's going to keep your face off the floor, so that's the biggest thing. But the more you can take your weight into your hands, the more you're actually going to be able to control the landing of your feet. So work that as best you can, and that will be at the very beginning of the sequence, so keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and get this started and start the standing. And I want you to come up to basic, just halfway down toward a squat. So feet a little bit wider than your hips, heels and toes out. Bend your knees, sink your hips down, and bring your elbows to your thighs, hands together. Now keep the arms and legs pressing into each other here. And then rather than just slumping into this, round your spine. So press your spine toward the ceiling with the shoulder blades spread apart. But go ahead, relax your neck and let your head just hang. Now keep the tension with the arms and legs pressing into each other. And then just close your eyes here. So just take a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slowly your breath down on the way back up. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to start. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And with your next inhale, just roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. Open up your palms at your sides. And then keep things slow. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center again. Inhale, reach up high. And with the exhale, lean to the right. Right arm reaching down. Stretch your left arm right. Pull your left shoulder back. Inhale, come up to center. Reach up. And then with the exhale, lean to the left side. Left arm down. Stretch your right arm left. Pull your right shoulder back. With your next inhale, back to center. Reach high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down to center. But bend the knees. Sink your seat down low. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hands to center and sink down deep. Keep your feet flat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, sink this down again. Inhale up all the way. And exhale, sink down low. Inhale all the way up. Now exhale, sink down one more time. Stay low this time. And bring your hands to your thighs. Now you can step this out wider, but keep your hips down low. Thighs toward parallel with the floor. Just move side to side for a moment here. We'll take it right into the hips and start twisting back and forth. So when you're ready, just bring your right shoulder down, twist to the left. And then up through center. Left shoulder down, twist right. Back up to center. Twist over to your left side again. Keep your knees wide, hips low. Twist through center over to your right. And then back up to center. Twist left one more time. Now stay twisted like this and bring the right hand down inside your right foot. Left hand stays in your left thigh. Now go ahead and move side to side, but keep your knees set wide, keep your hips down low. Just breathe here. Left shoulder stays higher than the right. And then go ahead and switch it out. Set your left hand down inside your left foot, right hand to the right thigh. Now keep your knees wide, hips low. Just move back and forth a little bit here. Keep your right shoulder lifted. And then go ahead and release this and bring your hands down to the floor. Come into all fours. Now once you're in all fours, just move around a little bit. Stay loose. Let's take this into the wrist right away. So just keep the hips stacked over your knees and slide the hands in a little bit closer, maybe about 1 or 2 hands lengths away. And then flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up, the fingertips pointing toward you. Now spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep your arms straight like this and keep that pressure in your fingertips. And maybe to sway this side to side. Now you can always bring the hands in closer if you want to back off from the pressure, but keep the tension in your hands with your fingertips pressing down. And if you want to take it further, keep your arms straight, come into center, and take it back and forth through some cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze high. Exhale, round your spine as you empty out. And just keep moving back and forth like this and take it at your own pace. Now work the movement through the full length of your spine, both directions. And just keep breathing here as you move. And when you're ready, one more deep inhale for cow. And one more complete exhale for cat. And just hold that spine rounded here. Breathe shallowly with your fingertips still pressing down. And go ahead, come up onto your fingertips. Bring your knees together and slide your hands in maybe a little bit closer, about one hand's length closer to your knees. Now keep the hands shoulder width, palms down. Rotate your fingertips to the side and then in the direction of your feet. And set both hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide and grip your mat again. Now maybe just move a little bit side to side. You can circle your shoulders, wrists, and that could be good enough. But if you want to take it deeper, just bring this into center and go back and forth to bent elbows. So shoulders forward, pull the elbows in. Think chaturanga here. You don't have to go too far. And then press up to straight. And just keep moving like that forward and back. Now as you're moving, as you're bending your elbows, make sure the elbows pull straight in and even toward your belly button, towards center. And keep that grip. Keep pressing your fingertips. Keep your chest pulling forward rather than looking down. And then the next time you bring this forward, try to stay forward here and put as much weight on your arms as you can. Elbows pulling in toward each other, fingertips still gripping. And then just start to move your legs as you hold this. So keep the knees bent, but bring the right big toe over to the left side. Just a little bit of a twist, and then come back to center. Left big toe over to the right. Keep your shoulders forward. And then come back to center. Now right leg over to left, touch a toe down. And then come back to center. Left leg over to the right, toe to the floor. And then come back to center. Now try to take it further. Bring your right foot over the left. Try to touch your right heel down. That should be harder. Come back into center here. And then with your left foot, bring the heel down over to the right. And back to center. Keep taking it side to side. Right heel to the left again. And then come back into center. Left heel over to the right. Try to keep your weight forward. And then come back to center. Right heel over to the left one more time. And bring it back in. And then left heel over to the right one more time. And come back into center. And then go straighten your arms, come up onto the fingertips for a moment. Just walk the hands forward, come into your regular all fours. Wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and just keep your chest facing down. And we're just going to feel out that almost all fours position that I just showed you at the beginning. So when you're ready, step your left foot forward behind your left wrist. Now just lift your left heel, keep the left knee high outside the arm. Now I want to turn this into a bit of a push-up here and take this back and forth before we go any further. So bring your shoulders forward, pull your chest forward, and bend the elbows in underneath. And then press up to straight. You don't have to go too deep. Again, shoulders forward, look forward, elbows pulled in toward your ribs. And then come back up to straight. One more time, shoulders forward, draw the elbows underneath you. Now stay forward here. And then bring your ribs onto your right arm, left leg to your left arm, just lift your left foot. This is as far as we're going to take it right now. And then go pressing your hands. Come back to center, back to all fours. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Step the right foot forward behind your right wrist. Stay in the toes, lift your heel, keep the knee lifted outside the upper arm. And let's go back and forth here. So shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. Take this to where you can. And then press back up to straight arms. Again, shoulders forward, draw the elbows underneath your rib cage as you come forward. Keep looking forward and press back up to straight. One more time, shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath, stay forward this time. And then lean to the left, ribs to your left arm, right leg to your right arm, just lift your right foot and hold. And then come back up, both knees down, back to all fours. And come down to sitting on your heels and take a moment here, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, bring your legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. Now we're going to take this into reverse tabletop to open things up through the front. So feet in front of your hips with distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Now palms down, fingertips forward if you can. You can always rotate out to the side if you need to. But just press down, lift your seat up off the floor. Let's take it up and down. So with the inhale, press your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up one more time. Now hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back, but keep on lifting and breathing. Hold your attention. Now if you want to take it further, dig into your heels, maybe lift your toes, and try to pull the heels back toward your hands. And just breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then from here, we'll take this further into the hips, and we'll take this from a reclining position. So extend your left leg straight. And then lean onto your left forearm and come into the outside of your left hip. Now right foot stays behind your left leg, set that foot flat, right hand in front of your chest. And with your left leg straight, just point the toes out to the side. Now go ahead, lean into both hands, lift that left hip up off the floor and keep it lifted. You could just stay here. And if you want to take it further, reach your right arm past your head and lift your left foot up off the floor. Now take it back and forth, take an inhale. And with the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now stay here. Keep your left knee bent. The right hand can go down to the floor or maybe to your right knee. But start moving your left leg, left foot behind your right leg. This could be good enough. Maybe extend the left leg behind. And then pull the left knee toward your chest. Extend the leg forward inside the right leg where you started. And then pull the knee to your chest. Left foot behind the right leg, maybe extend the left leg behind. Pull the knee toward your chest. Extend inside the right leg. Again, knee to your chest. Bring the foot behind the right leg, maybe extend the leg completely. Knee to your chest, and extend that leg inside the right. One more time, knee to chest. Left foot behind the right leg, or maybe with that leg extended. Knee to your chest, and then extend the left leg inside the right, and set yourself down. Now come up to seat, shake your legs out for just a moment. Now let's take it down on the other side. So this time, right leg extended, left knee bent, come down to the right forearm. Left hand in front of your chest with the right hip on the floor and the toes of the right foot pointed out to the side. Now press into the floor. Go ahead, lift your right hip. Maybe stay here. And then to take it further, reach your left arm past your head and lift the right foot up off the floor. Now take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now stay here. You can bring the left hand onto the left knee or down to the floor. And just start to move the right leg, right foot behind your left leg. Maybe extend the leg behind. Pull the knee to your chest. And extend the right leg inside the left. Pull the knee to your chest. Right foot behind your left leg, maybe extend it behind. Knee to chest. And extend inside your left leg again. Knee to chest. Foot behind or leg extends behind. Knee to chest. Extend the right leg inside the left. One more time, knee to chest. Foot behind or leg extends behind. Knee to chest. And extend the right leg inside the left. And set yourself down. And then once you come down, bring yourself back into all fours. Move around. And once you're in all fours, maybe shake your legs out a little bit. And then let's bring this down onto the forearms. So forearms to the floor, and you can keep your forearms parallel with the palms down or press the palms together. Just see if the elbows are shoulder width and the shoulders are stacked over the elbows. Now take a forearm plank, step your feet straight back, bring your body into line, legs together, and keep everything in line from the shoulders to the heels. Now push down into your hands, and we're just gonna go straight forward and back. So press into your toes and keep your body in line as you move. So bring your chin as far forward as you can, and then press straight back, forward for 2. And then press this back again. Forward for 3. Press it back. Forward for 4. And then press back. Forward for 5. Press this back again. Forward for 6. And press it back. Now forward for 7. Press it back. Forward for 8. And then press back. Now forward for 9. Press it back again. Forward for 10. Press back one more time. Set your knees down. And come up to all fours. Just breathe. And then we'll take it just a little bit further still working with the upper body, but also taking this back into the hips. And let's take this from a lopsided setup here. Stay in your left hand, but come down onto your right forearm. So right elbow to the side, your right hand moves into center, that forearm's diagonal. Slide your left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep your elbow pulled into your side. Now just keep your chest facing down, look down, focus the weight on the right knee, hover your left knee up off the floor, but keep the knee bent. And the left knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold your leg back in. Left knee to the side, lift it high. Fold your leg back in. Left knee to the side, open up here. Fold the leg in again. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift. And then fold back in. Left knee to the side, lift it high and hold here. Keep your toes pointed left, keep your left elbow pulled in. With an inhale, extend your left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to left shoulder, pulled in close. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder again. Inhale the left leg back. Now exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Stay here and set that leg down on your arm. Now this could be good enough, and you can stay like this. Feel that on the inner thigh. If you can go further, maybe extend your left leg out to the side. Just take it to where you can. Now if you want to go further still, lean over to the right. Maybe lift your left palm. Keep pressing up into that left leg. Maybe lift your hand up off the floor and extend that leg to the side as you press it up toward the ceiling. This shouldn't be especially comfortable here. Just work it as best you can. And then go ahead, release. Bring everything down. And come into all fours. Move around and stay loose. Now let's go ahead and take that to the other side. So once you're ready, bring your left forearm down this time. Elbow to the side. Left hand moves into center. That forearm is diagonal. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep your elbow pulled in. Now put the weight to your left knee. Just hover the right and keep your right knee bent. Chest stays facing down. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. And then fold the leg in. Right knee to the side, lift it up high. Fold the leg back in. Right knee to the side, high as you can lift. And then fold back in again. Lift your right knee up high. And then fold the leg in. Right knee up high. Now keep it lifted like this. Keep your toes pointed right and keep the right elbow pulled in. With an inhale, extend that leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder. Bring it in close. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder again. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Now stay here and set that right leg down on your right arm. Now, if you can take it further, maybe extend the right leg out to the side straighter. And this could be good enough. If you can go further, start to lean left. Maybe lift your right palm as you press up. And maybe lift your right hand and press that right leg up even higher, opening up to the side. When you're ready, take an inhale. With exhale, release. Bring everything down. Come back to all fours. And from all fours, let's take a moment here, move around. Now you can just stay here and breathe and take a break or take another stretch, whatever you like, but whenever you're ready. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. Now once you move in your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press into your palms, flatten your hands so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest down low. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can and keep that long upward reach of the hips. Now if your legs are tight, just bend your knees and let it go. And you can always just pedal this out and stay loose. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin and restack your spine. Round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then just release it at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape here, wrists under the shoulders, palms pressed down, press the floor away from you, press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control, all the way down onto your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. And we'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Keep your feet pressing down and keep your glutes engaged. Now take it further. See about lifting your hands up off the floor. Draw the elbows back. Draw your shoulders back. Keep looking forward and work to lift up even higher. Take an inhale. With the exhale, roll it down. Now reach your right arm forward, lay your left arm down to your side. We'll take a half bow variation. So bend the right elbow, right forearm parallel to the front. Bend your right knee and reach back with your left hand, find the right foot. Now with an inhale, just lift your head, neck, and chest and look forward. Focus on the right arm. Press into the floor, pull your chest straight forward, top of the head toward the ceiling, and then kick in your left hand. Now pull your left shoulder forward to lift your right knee. Keep your left foot kicking down. Bring the weight toward your belly and just breathe here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it back down. Now switch it out. Right arm at your side, left arm reaches forward. Bend the left elbow, that forearm's parallel to the front. Bend your left knee, reach back with the right hand and find your left foot. Now once you have that grip, with an inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest and look forward. Focus on the left arm, press into the floor, pull your chest forward, crown of the head toward the ceiling, and then kick into the right hand. Draw your right shoulder forward and lift that left knee higher. Kick your right foot down, bring your weight toward your belly, keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring this back down. Now both feet flat behind, hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press your palms down. We're going to take this into upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift up with your arms, lift with your shoulders as well. Keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And take a deep inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high, back to down dog. Now paddle out here, let your hips move side to side. And we'll take it through our sun salutation, steady movement. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Now inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturanga. Next, high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze, up dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in, hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach as high. And then exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. Now with an inhale, open up and draw forward. Exhale, pull back in and lift your hips. One last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw this forward. Exhale, draw back in. Pull the hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And move into your scorpion dog right away. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, open up to the side. Now as you reach your right big toe toward the floor, try to take it further. Come up onto the fingertips of your right hand and feel all that extra lengthening on the right side. With your next inhale, square this up, 3-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. One more time, stay forward like this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set the right foot down behind your hands. Bring the left foot forward next to the right. Now, keep your fold. We're going to take it back and forth into those hops. So palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Arms straight, shoulders or wrists, keep looking down. And then high or low, hop, clap your feet, and then each time, land it lightly. And then after that third hop, we'll take it to a lizard lunge. Now it's right foot forward outside your right hand. Slide the left foot all the way back. So make the stance long and make it wide, a little wider than your hips. Now right ankle a little bit forward to the right knee. Curl the toes up off the floor. Keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge and let that knee move to the side. Sink your hips down and forward. Pull your chest forward. And try to keep that left knee lifted if you can. If you need to, you can set it down. Now, as you hold on to this, we'll take this back and forth. Right knee stays to the side. We'll work this as a push-up. So as you're ready, bend the elbows straight back. Bring your chest down low inside your right leg. And then pressing your palms, come back up the straight arms. Again, like that, elbow straight back. Keep looking forward. Bring your chest down low. Pressing your palms all the way back up the straight. One more time, elbow straight back. Sink your chest down low. And then press back up the straight arms and hold here. Now go ahead, set your left knee down, flatten your left foot behind you, keep that left hip low, and reach your right arm forward and open up to the side. So with an inhale, reach your right arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back one more time and hold here, keep looking back. Take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face me, pull that shoulder back. And keep looking toward the back of the mat, keep the twist. Now keep the right knee out to the side, and this is good enough right here, but if you want to take it deeper, you can tuck the toes to the left foot, maybe just hover your left knee up off the floor, but keep that left hip low and keep it pulling forward. Just breathe with this. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just turn to center. Both hands down, right foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, come up to low lunge. And we're going to take this into pyramid. So when you're ready, bring that left foot forward, one pace behind the right. Both feet flat, hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way upright. Just take a moment to set this up. So it's about 3 feet front to back, but hips with this inside to side, so your hips are still squared. Both feet flat, left foot points to side at least a little bit. Now pull the right hip back and your left hip forward. Keep your legs straight at least to start. And then hands to your low back, palms facing away, fingers wide, shoulders back, elbows wide. Keep your chest open like this. We'll take it down toward a halfway fold. So take an inhale. With the exhale, look forward, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way back up. Exhale again, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Take it slow. Inhale, come up all the way. And then with the exhale, hinge forward one more time and hold here. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward. Hips are squared, right hip back, left hip forward. And keep your chest open. Now if you need to, you can bend the right knee, keep the leg straight if you can. And if you're able to take it deeper, maybe bend your left knee and lift your left heel, and that'll focus more pressure on the right leg. Look for the stretch on the back of the right thigh. Keep your hips squared with the right hip pulling back and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself all the way upright, both feet flat. Right arm still bound, reach your left arm high. And we'll fold it down one more time, so take an inhale. And with the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. But let's take it into a twist. Left arm past the right thigh, high up on the right leg. Now brace the twist, pull the right shoulder back. Look up toward the ceiling, and you're working the fold so your spine is basically parallel to the floor. Now bend the right knee if you need to. Keep the legs as straight as you can, and keep the right shoulder pulled back. This is good enough. If you want to take it further, reach your right arm high, but pull your right shoulder back and try to open up your chest toward the ceiling. Keep breathing here and keep twisting. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. And then bring the weight forward to the right foot. Come to standing with your left knee high and find your balance. Dig that right big toe down into the floor. Now once you're stable, with your left hand, take hold of your left knee and pull it out to the side. Point the toes down and keep that hip open. We're going to take this back and forth hinging. Work your balance as best you can. You don't have to take this too far. But put a little bend on the right knee and then slowly hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso forward. Left knee stays to the side. Keep your gaze forward as you move. And then come back up the vertical, the knees still out to the side. Again, hinge to the right hip, just take it down to where you can control. Keep your gaze forward. And then back up the vertical, left knee still to the side. Hold your balance one more time, hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso forward to where you can. Hold this, keep that left knee out to the side and keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, left knee comes down, and we're coming to that almost all fours position. So hands are shoulder width, right foot behind your right wrist, and lift the right heel. We'll take this to hurdlers. So shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath. Ribs to your left arm, right leg to the right arm, lift the right foot, look forward. Now keep looking forward, pull your chest forward and lean. That'll lift your left leg. Maybe extend the right leg as well. And then once you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just breathe. All right, let's take all that to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Now bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion dog. Now point the toes left foot toward the floor. Reach down but keep your hips high, and maybe lift up your left palm and lengthen your left side further. With your next inhale, square this up, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders or wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow again. Stay forward like this. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set the left foot down behind your hands. Bring the right foot next to left. And again, stay folded. Palms down, arms are vertical, shoulders, wrists. Dig your fingertips down. And again, 3 times, high or low, hop, clap your feet, land lightly each time. Now after that third hop, come into your lizard lunge. Left foot outside your left hand, slide it forward. Right foot slides back. Now make sure the left ankle's forward to your left knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes up, keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot and keep that knee to the side. Now sink your hips down, but pull them forward and open up your chest. Stay low inside the left leg. You can drop the right knee, but keep it lifted if you can. Now from here, with that left hip still open, work this as a push-up. So pull the elbows straight back, sink your chest down low inside your left leg, and then press in your palms, come back up to straight arms. Again, pull the elbows in, sink your chest down low, and then press in your hands, come back up. One more time, elbows straight back, sink your chest down low inside your left leg. Press in your palms, come all the way up. Left knee still to the side, set your right knee down, go ahead, flatten the right foot, and then reach your left arm forward. We'll open this up to the left side. So with inhale, reach your left arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back again. And then exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back one more time and hold here. Keep looking back. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back. Pull the shoulder back and keep your chest open to the side. Now the left knee still out to the side here on the outside edge of that foot. To go further, maybe tuck the toes, right foot, just hover the right knee, but still keep that hip low and keep it pulling forward. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, back to center, both hands down, left foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee, you're in low lunge. And from here to pyramid, bring the right foot forward, one pace behind the left, both feet flat. Hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring your torso all the way to upright. Now take a moment to set it up. Feet about 3 feet front to back, but still hips width distance side to side, so your hips are squared. Both feet are flat. Right foot points to the side at least a little bit. Right hip forward, left hip back. And then bring your hands to your low back. Open up the palms, spread the fingers wide, pull your shoulders back and keep your elbows wide, and keep your chest open. Take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips, come down toward halfway, and keep looking forward. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again. Take it slow, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up one more time. With the exhale, hinge this forward and hold. Now keep the gaze forward, shoulders pulled back, left hip back, right hip forward. Find that stretch on the back of the left thigh. Now if you need to bend the left knee, that's fine. Keep the leg straight if you can. If you want to go deeper, bend your right knee and lift your right heel and focus more tension, more pressure on that left leg. Now with your next inhale, slowly come back upright, both feet flat, and then reach your right arm high, left arm still bound. Take an inhale. With the exhale, again, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway, and then twist, right arm high outside your left thigh to brace it. Now pull your left shoulder back, open up your chest to the side. Gaze up high toward the ceiling. You're trying to keep your spine toward parallel with the floor. Now you can bend the left knee if you need to support that. Keep the leg straight if you can. Pull the right hip back, left hip back, right hip forward rather. And then if you want to take it further, you reach your left arm high, but pull that left shoulder back and try to rotate your chest open toward the ceiling. Keep twisting, keep breathing. With your next inhale, come back up, right hands to your hips. And then bend your left knee, bring the weight forward to the left foot. Come to standing with your right knee high and just find your balance here. Dig down to that left big toe. Now once you're stable, right hand to the right knee, pull that knee out to the side, keep the toes pointed down. And when I hinge this back and forth, now keep your gaze forward, put a little bend in the left knee, and only take this as far as you can control. So hinge from the left hip, lead with your chest, come down toward halfway, that right knee stays lifted to the side, and then slowly come back up the vertical with the right hip still open. Again, like that. Keep a bend in the left knee. Hinge from your left hip. Bring your chest down low. And then back up the vertical. The knee still out to the side. One more time like that. Hinge from the left hip. Bring your chest forward. Come down toward halfway. Just hold here. Keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With exhale, both hands down, right knee comes down behind you, come into that almost all fours position again. Hand, shoulder width, right knee down, left foot behind your left wrist. Lift your left heel, keep the knee high outside the arm. Now look forward, shoulders forward, pull your elbows underneath you, think chaturanga again. Ribs to your right arm, left leg to your left arm, lift your left foot. Now keep looking forward, keep leaning, lift that right leg up as well. And then maybe extend that left leg. Find your balance as best you can or come as deep as you can into the pose. When you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find it down dog, move around and breathe. And then let's take the next sequence here. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Find your scorpion dog. Bend your right knee, hang the right foot left. Maybe come up onto the fingertips of your right hand and stretch this out further. With your next inhale, square this up, three-legged dog. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Stay here. Now set the right foot down behind your hands. Left foot comes forward next to the right. And again, palms down, shoulders, wrists, grip the floor with your fingers. 3 times, high or low, hop and clap your feet. After that third hop, into a lizard lunge. Right foot outside the right hand, slide it forward. Slide the left foot back, make the stance wide, make it long. Now, this time keep your right foot flat and squeeze the right thigh into the side of your ribs. And then go ahead, come down deeper. See about coming down onto both forearms. Now just keep your chest facing down, keep that right thigh squeezing in, and try to keep your left knee lifted if you can. You can set it down if you need to. On the other hand, if you want to take it deeper, you can reach the arms out wide, right and left, right arm underneath your right leg. If you want to bind it, right arm around the right leg, palm up and behind. Left hand comes around to complete the grip, but keep the right thigh squeezing in, keep your chest facing down, whatever version of the pose you're in. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just come up onto both hands. Now right foot between your hands, find your low lunge. And make sure you're feeling 2 separate tracks. Hips with distance side to side, left heel lifted behind. When you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale. Just bring yourself upright, come to a high lunge stance. And give yourself a moment to adjust. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip pulled forward, right hip back. Keep your spine tall. And bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers, palms to touch. Draw your shoulders back. Keep your chest open and keep your spine vertical. Now take it to the back leg. Dip your left knee down low just above the floor. And then come straight up. Left knee down low again. And then bring it back up. Dip your left knee down. Come back up again. Keep your spine tall. Bring your left knee down low. And then come back up. Now sink your left knee down one more time. And then bring it back up. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands through center and twist. Bring the left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh. Press the palms together. Look up over your right shoulder. And if you need to, you can drop that left knee, but keep your twist. And keep breathing here. Now when you're ready, take an inhale. On the exhale, just release both hands down inside your right leg. Make a quarter turn left. Take Skandasana. Lift the right heel. Sit on the right heel. Left leg extends toward the back toes pointed up. Now just stay low here when it switches back and forth. Keep your chest facing down. Bring your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. And let's try to stay low as we take it back and forth. So bring it through center. Sink down to the left. Right leg straightens out. And then back through center. Sink over to the right. Through center. Come down to your left side again. Back through center, bring it over to the right. Now through center to the left side one more time. Now just stay low here. And with your right leg extended toward the front of the mat, slide that heel further out. And just take this back and forth. Bring the inside of the right big toe down to the floor. Let your body twist a little bit. And then point the toes back up. And again, as best you can, inside edge of the right foot down. Big toe comes down. And then point the toes back up. One more time. Bring the inside edge of the right foot down. And then go point the toes back up, settle in here. Maybe just take a deep fold. And if you want to take it further, you can try to sink your left heel down, but just stay low inside your left thigh, wherever you take this to. All right, when you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down around the left foot. Pull the right knee to your chest and curl in. And we're going to take this up at balancing. Now we're still open to the side of the mat. But hold your right knee and come all the way up to vertical. And then once you're up, just take a moment. Be sure you're balanced. Dig into the left big toe. Now when you're ready, hands to your hips, right foot somewhere inside the left leg. Let's take tree pose. Now you can have the foot at the ankle, the toes on the floor. Maybe up to the inner calf. If you're going to go higher, avoid your left knee and bring the foot to your inner thigh. Right knee out to the side, wherever you take this to. Now hands wherever maintains your balance. Hips, heart center, maybe reach up. And if you're going to reach up, palms facing in. If you can take this further, keep looking forward, but start to reach and lean over to the left. You don't have to take this too far. Keep your big toe pressing down and take it through center. Reach and lean over to the right. Just take it to where you can still control. And then back up through center, nice and slow. Reach and lean over the left side again, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. And then back up through center. Reach and lean over to the right one more time. And then come back up through center. Reach and lean over to your left again. And then if you're leaning, just come back to center, back to vertical. Hands to your hips. Release the right foot, step it forward. And then lift your left heel, square your hips to the front. Now once you're ready, put the weight to the right foot, come forward with your left knee high. Be sure you balance here and press into your right big toe. And we'll take a dancer variation. Align the left knee up with the right and reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you got that grip, just kick in your hand and line up your knees. And you can do this with the left hand on your hip. This will be easier. If you want more of a challenge, left hand comes back to your left foot as well. Now keep your chest open, shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. We're going to hinge back and forth here. Now keep this a little bit on the right knee. And then slowly hinge to the right hip. Bring your torso forward as your left knee lifts behind. You don't have to go deep. Just take it to where you can control. And then come back up the vertical. Knees side by side. Again, like that, nice and slow. Hinge to the right hip. Chest comes forward as the left knee lifts behind. And then come back up the vertical with your knees side by side. One more time, like that, hinge from the right hip. Chest forward, shoulders back, lift that left knee lift behind, and hold here. Now just take it to where you can. Hold your balance. Maybe reach that left arm forward. When you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down. Left knee comes down behind you, back into that almost all fours position. Now hands underneath the shoulders, palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Right foot behind the right wrist. Now lift the right heel, keep that knee high outside the arm. And then just like chaturanga, shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath you. Ribs to your left arm, right leg to the right arm, lift the right foot. Keep looking forward, keep leaning, and lift that left foot up off the floor. Maybe extend your right leg as well. And then when you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just breathe. Now let's even things out and bring that to the other side. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. Bend your left knee, open to that scorpion dog one more time. Hang your left foot right. And maybe lift the left palm up off the floor and stretch it out further. With your next inhale, square this up through like a dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Stay here, stay forward. Now set your left foot down behind your hands. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders, wrists. Once more, 3 times. Hop, clap your feet, and land lightly each time. After that third hop, into your lizard lunge. Left foot outside your left hand, slide it forward. And then slide the right foot back. Make the stance long, make it wide. Now this time, keep your left foot flat. Squeeze the left thigh toward your ribs. And then go ahead, take it down low and bring this down onto your forearms. Now maybe just stay here with that left leg squeezing into your side. If you want to go deeper, well actually if you need to release the right knee, feel free, but try to keep it lifted. If you're going to go deeper, reach out wide right and left. And if you want to bind it, left arm wraps around your left thigh. And then the right hand comes back to complete the grip, but keep that left leg squeezing in whatever version of the pose you're taking here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down to the floor. Bring that left foot between your hands. And let's just set up the low lunge here. So feet on 2 separate tracks, right heel lifted behind. And let's take it to your high lunge stance. So bring your hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way to upright. And adjust as you need to. Deep bend the left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back. Bring your hands to your low back and find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, keep your shoulders drawn back. Take it into the back leg, dip your right knee down low just above the floor. And then come straight up. Right knee down low again. Keep your spine tall. And then come straight up. Bring the right knee down low. Lift back up again. Right knee down low just above the mat. And then come back up. Dip your right knee down one more time. And then come straight up. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands through heart center and twist here. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look up over your right shoulder. Keep that left hip or right hip pulling forward. And you can always set that right knee down if you need to, but maintain the twist. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down inside your left leg. Now make a quarter turn to the right. Lift your left heel, sit on that left heel. Let's take Koundinyasana. Right heel to the floor, right leg extended toward the back with the toes pointed up. Now keep your chest facing down, stay low. Hands come into the center of the mat. And let's just switch it out back and forth. So come through center, sink down over to the right, left leg extends. And then bring it through center, sink over to your left side. Back through center, over to the right leg, left leg straightens out. And then bring it through center, over to the left again. Now one more time, come through center, sink down to the right and stay here, keep your chest low. Now shift around as you need to, keep that left leg extended, maybe slide that heel further out. And as best you can, bring the inside edge of that left foot down, touch the toe down to the floor. And then point it up to the ceiling. Again, bring the inside of the left foot, big toe down to the floor. And then point the toes back up. One more time, rotate your left foot, inside edge down. Point the toes back up and just settle in, maybe take the hold. Now if you want to go deeper, maybe set that right heel all the way down, but stay low inside the right thigh and just breathe. Now again, from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down around the right foot, pull the left knee to your chest and curl in. Now we're still open to the side of the mat. As you're ready, take hold of your left knee. Roll this all the way up to vertical. And keep that right big toe digging down into your mat. Now just find your balance, and once you're ready, hands, hips, left knee out to the side. Find tree, left foot somewhere inside the right leg, maybe at the ankle, the toes on the floor. You can take it up to the calf, and if you can balance this further, bring the foot up to the inner thigh. Just avoid pressing to the inside of the right knee. Ooh. Let's see if I can find my balance here. Now hands wherever keeps your balance, hips, heart center, you can reach this up. And if you're reaching your arms, if you want more of a challenge, just keep looking forward and just go slow. Start to reach and lean over to the right. Just take it to where you can control. You don't have to go far. And then bring this through center. Keep looking forward and maybe reach and lean over to the left. Nice and slow. Back through center. Reach and lean over to the right again. Keep that right big toe pressing down. Back through center. Reach and lean over to your left side again. Now one more time, come through center. Reach and lean over to the right. And then from leaning, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And release the left foot, left knee to the side, step that foot forward. And then lift your right heel, square the hips to the front. Left foot's your base, come forward with your right knee high. And just press in the left big toe, be sure you're balanced here. Now once you're ready, take it toward that dancer variation. Line the right knee up with the left and reach back with your left hand, find the inside edge of the right foot. Kick into your hand and line up the knees. Now maybe keep the right hand on your hip. This will be easier. And if you want more of a challenge, you can bring that right hand to your right foot as well. Now shoulders pulled back, chest open, put a little bend in your left knee. Back and forth hinging, hinge from left hip. Bring your torso forward as your right knee lifts behind, just go slow. And then back up the vertical with the knees side by side. Again like that, hinge from left hip. Bring your chest forward as the right knee lifts behind, take it nice and slow, and just take it to where you can. Back up the vertical with the knees in line. One more time, hinge from left hip, chest forward, gaze forward, just lift that right knee to where you can. Stay here. Now try to keep your hips squared. If you want to go further, you can always extend that right arm forward. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down, right knee comes down, back into that almost all fours position. Hands shoulder width, left foot behind your left wrist, lift your left heel, and keep that knee high outside the arm. Now look forward, bring your shoulders forward, pull the elbows underneath you, ribs to your right arm, left leg to your left arm, lift the left foot up, and then keep looking forward, keep leaning to lift that right leg up as well. Maybe extend your left leg out to the side. When you're ready, move through your last vinyasa. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind. Pull your left hip forward, keep it in line with the right. Now sink your weight straight down and find at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip toward the glutes. And you're going to stay here and keep your spine upright. This is good enough. Now you can take it deeper toward a back bend if you like. And if you want to relax, you can melt it down. You can come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. Just take the variation that suits you best right now. And there's nothing wrong with just chilling out, keep in mind. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So once the hands are close enough, pull your belly in, stack the hips over your left knee. Bring the right foot inside your left leg. And we're going to take a version of camel pose, and this is going to be with the legs staggered a little bit. Now, your knees are on two separate tracks, hips width distance apart, but right knee forward, probably about 1 foot's length forward to your left knee. And this doesn't have to be exact, you can adjust it. Bring yourself up onto your knees with your hands and your hips and kick your feet down. Now keep the hips squared as best you can. Press your left hip forward. Keep the glutes engaged and the hips pressing forward like this, feet still pressing down. And then bring your hands to heart center. Now just take it slowly here. Walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point of the ceiling that's directly above. Feet pressing down, glutes engaged. Open up your chest and let your shoulders sink down. And if you want to take it further, you can walk your gaze along the ceiling, look for the back wall. Further still, maybe reach that left arm back. And just take this as far as you can. Keep your hips pressing forward, but work to lengthen your spine as you start to bend this back. Keep breathing here. All right, now hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall. And then go ahead, bring yourself down to all fours, both hands down, move around. And let's go ahead and shift the shoulders and hips side to side. Keep your spine loose. Now you can always pause longer here, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, hips up high, and we'll take those two poses on the other side. Once you're ready, inhale your left leg high this time. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull your right hip forward. Keep your hips squared and sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch in that outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now maybe to stay upright, this is good enough here. You can take it deeper toward the back bend. You can melt down to the elbows. You can melt all the way down. Take it to where you need to. All right, here again, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And then once your hands are close enough, pull your belly in, back the hips up over your right knee. Bring the left foot inside the right leg. And again, let's take that staggered position with the left knee forward to the right, maybe about 1 foot's length or so. Now bring yourself up to kneeling. Hands to your hips. Keep your feet pressing down. Keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressing forward. Keep your hips squared, even though the legs are staggered like this. And then just bring your hands to heart center. Now as you're ready, just walk your gaze up the front wall. Find the point in the ceiling directly above you and check in again. Feet pressing down, glutes engaged. Release your shoulders to the floor. This is enough. And then if you want to take things even further, maybe reach your right arm back this time and bring your gaze toward the back wall. And just take things where you can. All right, slowly, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall. And then bring it down to all fours. And once you're down, wiggle around, move your shoulders and hips side to side. And then go ahead, bring the legs out from underneath you when you're ready and come down onto your back. Now when you're down, pull your knees into your chest and squeeze things in tight. And just press your spine flat into the floor. And then when you're ready, go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down. Now, I want to take one more long round of back bending here. So I'll start the cueing with bridge and then lead into wheel. You can always stay in bridge if you like, and if you want to start out in wheel and hold it longer, feel free. Either way, feet and knees, hips with distance apart. Bring your heels in close. You start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up as high as you can. And hold here, this is good enough. Just keep that tension with the glutes engaged and the hips lifting. Now, if you're going to take your bridge deeper, you can bring your hands underneath your hips. Maybe interlace your fingers. Maybe pull your palms together. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more. And if you got the reach, you can hold your ankles. And use that grip to brace this and lift your hips up higher, open your chest up still further. Now, if you want to take it from bridge to wheel, the hips stay lifted, but bring the hands around your head. So palms to the floor, elbows high. When you're ready, press into your palms. You can lift to the top of your head first. And then straighten your arms, hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing and keep breathing here. Now for either pose, if it's too much on the low back, you can always lift your heels up off the floor. That'll give you space. But keep tension, keep the glutes engaged and tension around the upper back as well, pulling the shoulder blades in toward your rib cage to help open up your chest. Now take an inhale, and then with the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Now once you're down, pull your knees to your chest, and just squeeze things in tight. Now when you're ready, just release the left leg extended out fully, left arm down to your side, right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the big toe. Now once you got the grip, just pull straight down, keep that hip on the floor. As you're pulling down, extend the right leg straight up to the ceiling. Now keep that tension working both up and down and try to find that stretch in the back of the right thigh. And if your knee's bent, that's fine. Just keep the tension working both directions and breathe into this. Now if you got a straight right leg, draw that big toe directly over your shoulder. And just hold here. And whatever version you're in, keep the glutes engaged on your left side and keep that left heel pressing down. Now, if you want to take it a little bit further, maybe switch the grip. If you're interested, left hand comes to the outside edge of the right foot, right leg stays extended as is, but bring the right arm down to your side. Keep the right shoulder on the floor. With your left hand, draw the right foot across your body with the right shoulder still down, and just feel how it changes the stretch. Breathe into this here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring both knees into your chest and squeeze down. When you're ready, let's switch it out. Right leg extended fully, right arm down at your side. Left arm inside the left leg, take hold of the big toe. Now pull down, and as you're pulling, extend your left leg straight up. And just take it to where you can until you find that stretch. And if your knee's bent, that's fine. Find the tension, breathe into it. And if you got a straight left leg, draw your big toe over your shoulder. Hold here. Now keep the right leg active as well. Squeeze the glutes on the right side and press your right heel into the floor. And then if you want to take that alternate grip, right hand to the outside edge of your left foot. Left arm down at your side, keep the shoulder down. And see about drawing that left foot across your body while that left shoulder is grounded. And just feel how that changes the stretch as well. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Draw both knees into your chest side by side. Squeeze down. And let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull your knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Now press the feet back up into your hands. Keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine. If you want to go further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms to the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then just start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out long past your hip. And then draw everything back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself in the mat here. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.